Hello, everyone, and welcome to the blog. This is our first blog for 2016. And so I want to take just a couple of moments and share with you some things for this year that I think will be important, some things that I'm going to apply to my life, just some things that have been on my mind and my heart in the last few days. And so yesterday I had the opportunity to listen to an audiobook by Andy Stanley called The Principle of the Path. And so it's not a profound book, and he says that up front, but it is information that we often forget, that we often overlook. And so the book is basically around the premise that there is a principle of life, the principle of the path. Basically, it says that your life destination is determined by your direction, not your intention. And so that's what we want to talk about today, because many times we have intentions, but our direction does not line up with our intentions, meaning that we say we want to go to point A, but we are actually lined up going somewhere else. So the decisions that we're making every single day, the direction in which we are pointed, is determining where we're going to end up. For instance, many times people say they want to be debt-free, but yet they continue to spend more than they make. Their intentions are not lining up with their direction. The direction is lining up more with bankruptcy or something along that line. And so we have to make the understanding that the direction in which we go determines the destination that we arrive at. And it's true that every single person who ends up in a destination they do not want ends up there in the same exact manner as the person who ends up at a destination they do want. And that is by putting one foot in front of the other, step by step, every day. And so we're all making choices every single day. We're doing things with our life. We're giving our life away into something. And so the question is what direction are you pointing? And is that direction the direction that you want to be going in? Maybe your intention is that you want a deeper relationship with God, but yet you get up every morning and you read Facebook or you read the newspaper and you don't pray. You don't read your Bible. Well, obviously your intentions and your direction are not lined up. And so you're going to get to somewhere, but you're not getting to where you want to be because you're not going in the right direction. You have to line those things up to get there. It's a principle. It's a principle that cannot be broken. The direction you point will determine where you end up. That's just the way it is, whether we like it or not. It's just the way it is. And so I want us to think about a few things as we are in this year. I'm going to upload a goal-setting worksheet that you can download if you desire, that you can print out, and that you can use to help you. But one of our first steps is to recognize where we are. We can't figure out how to get to somewhere if we don't actually realize where we are. So the first step is to assess where you are. Now, we're going to assess different areas of our life, our spiritual life, our physical life. Look at your physical body. Where are you on the health scale? Educationally, are there some things that you need to do? What are some goals for this new year for that? Financially, relationally, lots of different areas. And all of these areas may not apply to you, but the first step is to assess where you are in these various areas of your life. Then we want to look at where we would like to be maybe 1 year from now. What would we like to accomplish? Maybe we could say educationally we would like to get a degree or finish a degree, or we would like to enroll in some classes, or maybe we would like to get a GED if you don't have that. It could be something that simple. It could be to say, I would just like to read a book or learn more about a specific topic. Spiritually, we could say, I want to read the Bible through, or I want a closer relationship with God. Relationally, you could say, I want to spend more time with my kids, or I want to have a healthy relationship with my spouse. And so financially, I want to work toward being debt-free. I want to save money for my kids for college. I want to set aside money to tithe, like God said. So what I want you to do is take this worksheet that I'm going to provide for you. You can print it out, or you can just provide your own. Assess the areas of your life where you are, and then assess where you would like to be 1 year from now. Once you determine those two things, then we need to set daily goals, weekly goals, maybe monthly goals, depending on how you want to do this, about how you're going to get from point A to point B. So what we want to do is figure out a plan. So if, for instance, your goal is to read the Bible through in 1 year, that's a very simple one that we can all think about. You could look up a study. Most Bibles have a plan in the back, or there's apps that you can get for your electronic devices that will guide you through what to read every single day in order to meet that goal at the end of the year. Now, obviously, anytime we set a goal, it's easy to get distracted. It's easy to get off course. It's easy to get frustrated, maybe feel overwhelmed. But the purpose of setting the goals is just to give us some guidelines, because it's easier to recognize when you've made a small error and to get back on track than it is to end up way over here when that's not where you wanted to be. So we want to stay in check, and that's what setting the goals does. It helps keep us in check, helps keep us in line so that we can end up where we want to be. And so I believe in this new year, there's lots of things that we can look at, and so I want to encourage you to do this, to plan this out, to think about it, to go before God and to pray maybe about what He would have you to do or how you can apply this to your life so that you can make positive changes, line your direction up, and end up where you want to be. Another thing that's important I want to point out as I'm getting close to the end here is that knowledge does not bring change. Doing brings change. So many times we learn new tasks, we learn about new things, but we never actually apply them. We never actually do anything with them. You can make a budget every single month, but if you don't live on it, it's not going to change your finances. You can know what to do to raise good kids, but if you don't actually do it, it's not going to help your children. You can know that having a degree will raise your salary or will give you a better chance at a job, but if you never actually take the classes, then nothing's going to change. Knowledge does not cause change. Doing causes change. So in this new year, I just want to encourage you to apply this to your life, and I want to see you be healthy spiritually, physically, mentally, relationally, and financially. So I hope this was helpful. God bless. Look for the download that you can print out that you can help set some goals. I'm going to be setting some goals, and I'll be sharing those things along the way about some things that I'm doing. And I hope that you're blessed. And until next time, thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.